Hey boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Keith, the Misprint Guy, and welcome to week 37, in which I share with you all kinds of strange and unusual cards from a game called Magic the Gathering. Misprints, test prints, if there's something downright weird with it, I want to share it with you. So now what do I have for you this week? Well, this week's a little bit different, and as you can see by the title, I think you pretty well know what I'm going to share with you. I have a card for you, and well, it's only half of a Magic card, because the other half is a Pokemon card. There are very few of these that exist, and in all cases that I have seen, they are all German Pokemon cards, and they all have square corners, and they have a Magic the Gathering pack. I have seen probably 5 or 6 different cards as far as what is on the front, and I'm not very familiar with Pokemon cards. I mean, when Pokemon came out, I was too old to be playing that, and I know a lot of you that are younger probably played Pokemon before you played Magic. Now, the one thing that I can tell you is that there is a brief overlap in which both games were printed at Cardi Mundi. So that has to be the easy explanation as to why we have both on one card. I mean, Wizards of the Coast owned both and produced both at the exact same time, and it was in the late 90s. Now, the one thing that I can tell you is this is a Tangela. I don't know, maybe I'm not even pronouncing it correctly, but let me drop in a scan there so you can see this a little bit better. And for those of you that play Pokemon, you can probably tell me a lot more about that card. The very few people that I know that did play the game, they pretty much told me that Tangela is an okay card. Now, the reason why I picked this one, because I did have an opportunity to purchase a few of these and only had enough money to buy one. The reason why I purchased this one simply was because it had goofy, googly eyes on it, and the other ones that I saw, the person had multiples of them. So this is the only Tangela that I've seen so far, but I'm aware that there are a handful of these cards out there. So far, I've seen about 9 or 10, total cards, but we're probably only talking like 5 different artworks. Now, I know a lot of you always want me to tell you price, but I've seen a wide variety of price because, again, some cards we had multiples of the same card, and those were cheaper. And this one was a little bit more expensive because so far this is the only Tangela that we've seen. And even if there's only 1 or 2, that still makes them a little bit rarer than the other ones. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many total there are because this is something that's fairly new to me, but in all cases these were in the high hundreds. So each card could be a little bit more than others depending on how many there are. And if you have any questions or you've spotted any of these, feel free to ask me, hey, have you seen 1, 2, 4 of this one? I mean, I'll be glad to help you. And I wish I had more scans of the other cards, but I do not. So yes, limited print run that got out of cards that have Magic on the back, and then they have Pokemon on the front. And in all cases, I have seen them in the German language, and my source for these was someone in Germany as well, so I guess we can't say that that's too terribly surprising. So most likely these cards were printed in Germany as well, but that's just a theory. I really can't confirm it, and the honest to God truth is it really doesn't matter too terribly much where they came from. But these were bought by Wizards from a Wizards of the Coast employee. So far as I know, this is not something that accidentally came in Magic or Pokemon packs. They were just something that was purchased from a former Wizards of the Coast employee. So hey, that's it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, feel free to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I will see you soon, so take care.